48 Hours, the 30th season. From Russia with murder.
My name is Herman Weisberg. I'm a private investigator here in New York City. I was hired to hunt down Victoria Nasirova. She allegedly killed Nadia Ford's mother.
I know who did this.
From the streets of Russia.
You need to speak Russian too. Victoria, CBS News.
To the streets of New York.
There are allegations that Victoria has left a trail of victims.
Did she murder for money?
She was going to continue drugging and poisoning people to get what she wanted.
Some killers leave behind DNA, fingerprint. What did Victoria leave behind?
A Facebook profile.
Tracking her mother's killer.
I fear for my own life. She's pure evil.
Grapes of wrath.
Where's the emergency?
He calls 911 and he's yelling into the phone, "Help me, help me, he shot me."
So he's running through the vineyard.
The shooter is in the truck, shooting out the window.
This is unbelievable. Who are these guys?
Greetings from Dahl Vineyards.
Robert was almost too good to be true. I've never met anybody as charismatic as him.
How to describe Emad, golden boy at Cisco, who was starstruck about getting into the Napa Valley wine business. And Emad's dream crossed paths with Robert Dahl's dream.
Everything seemed to be going great.
It was awesome.
Until it all went wrong.
It's over money.
$800,000 in a gym bag?
Yeah.
This is what $800,000 in cash looks like. Did you ever imagine that this is how it was going to end?
Never in a million years.
The widow.
County 911. Help me! Help me! My husband shot himself!
Was it a homicide or was it a suicide?
There were 3 shots.
That's the only way suicide works with the evidence?
Yes.
This is not a comfortable way to kill yourself.
It's not.
What do you believe happened to David Lee?
Raynella Leaf killed him.
Anyone see her pick up the gun?
No.
Fingerprints?
No.
That's a problem, isn't it?
Everything good about this woman was turned around to be evil.
What about her first husband, the former district attorney?
He was trampled by his own cattle.
She'd been charged with the murder of 2 husbands. They called her the Black Widow.
Were you at all prepared for what happened in this case?
Shock is the word that comes to mind.
Murder in Hollywood.
She was fun and spontaneous.
A Hollywood beauty. A date with Ashton Kutcher.
They were going to be going to a Grammy party.
He couldn't find her. Her roommate did.
Ashley was laying across the 2 stairs, covered in blood.
This is 1911 Pinehurst Road, and this is Ashley Ellerin's former residence.
She wasn't the first.
You believe Michael Gargiulo killed your sister?
Absolutely.
She wasn't the last.
They were all young, they were all attractive, they were all female.
A lot of rage. Somebody was very, very angry when he did it.
Do you think there are other victims out there?
There's a very real chance. We've got ourselves a serial killer.
The last confession.
Let me just ask you straight out. Did you kill Irene Garza?
No.
Do you know who did?
No.
A priest, a beautiful young parishioner.
She'd won a number of beauty pageants.
1960, Easter weekend.
She was seen in the confession line, but she was never seen leaving.
Someone killed her.
She was sexually assaulted, physically assaulted, and she died of suffocation.
A 50-year-old secret.
I covered up the evidence. I'm sorry for what I did. Well, Dale Tashney says that you told him that you did kill
Dale is full of
I'm sorry?
Dale is full of
For the first time ever, a former priest will stand trial for the murder of a parishioner.
John Fayed has been indicted for the alleged murder of Irene Garza.
He didn't get away with murder. We got him.
The hit.
Every time we take a step in this case, it gets weirder and weirder.
A top veterinarian.
They had a beach house. They drove luxury automobiles.
But then,
There was a note on my desk that said, Dr. McDaniel, call Miss Proud. She said, I've been your husband's lover.
He cheated on her, broke her heart. She met Leon.
A handsome surgeon.
She was madly in love with him.
2 doctors and a plan for murder? Insane.
Felt like I was talking to Satan himself.
Leon Jacob tried to hire me as a hitman.
Did he give you $2,500?
Yeah, he paid the $2,500.
In cash?
Yes. He actually was excited about the whole thing.
Are you making this up?
Nope. I take no pleasure having to interview with 48 Hours about this.
A new season, 48 Hours.